Well, the situation of women in Liberia as regards sexual violence is something that we all, as activists, we talk about every day. As people in government, especially women, they talk about every day. Currently, as the UN itself, people within the UN, they are concerned about. But it's such that the issue of sexual violence is like tied into gender-based violence because it's like part of the culture. People practice it, and women at the community level basically don't talk about these things much because it's like that's a way of life. That's what they saw their mothers go through, and they think they have to go through it like that. But we are very much grateful for the level of awareness because as a young woman myself, I can be able to work along with other women to help them see that this is not something that needs to be done because our mothers went through it. And we think when it comes to implementing the resolution 1820, this is very much going to help us because it's going to help us, it's going to serve as that support instrument for us as women to take the information out at every level where government, NGOs, non-governmental organizations, everybody can now use that instrument as a tool for advocacy against sexual violence in our society.
Great. What are some of the challenges that you face in doing this kind of work?
The challenge we face is that being an African and being a Liberian woman in my own community, talking to other women that experience this sexual violence on a daily basis, who think it's part of the way of life, is a serious challenge. The other challenge is that having laws that speak out against these, but with the patriarchal system, where men within the system feel that there's no need to change it. It's not a problem. Why should women talk about these things? These are all challenges. And also having our constitution, having two judicial systems, having two forms of laws, customary and statutory. How do we harmonize those? When people at the lower community level see it as a way of life, when people at the national level have, see it, as a problem, then how do we harmonize the two? How do we deal with these issues? These are some of the issues that we have to deal with on a daily basis as we go along, dealing with, yeah.
And what are some of the strategies that you use to deal with these challenges?
One of the strategies, for example, is to continue engaging women, to talk about it in smaller groups, help them understand why, we need to talk about it as women. The other strategy is to engage traditional leaders, community leaders themselves, those of whom feel that this should be something not spoken about, to help them understand why we think we need to talk about these things as women. And for some, they've understood. Another strategy is also engaging men who feel that there's no need to talk about these things as well. So along those lines, three strategies, we've been making some headways in some communities, and others we are gradually going to get there, but it's going to take some time.
Okay, thank you.
That's good.